Gang gang, I recommended another DC movie, but this one's gonna be generally received better.
I know his name was Guy Fawkes.
Skyforks?
Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes.
I definitely heard Skyforks.
And we're already introduced to my favorite guy in the whole world.
Did you like that?
That's Royalton.
So the Wachowskis writing this movie is the first thing they did after the Matrix trilogy, before Speed Racer.
A lot of people consider this movie a Wachowski movie because it's very Wachowski-esque.
Yeah, but it's also really good.
Scorched earth roast right there, Jake.
What the hell? Bugger!
Who's this fucking nerd in his Reddit mask?
Who are you?
Who is but the form following the function of what?
Concordantly, vis-a-vis, and purpose. Also Hugo Weaving.
You can so tell this is written by the Wachowskis.
I'm starting to think this is just how Hugo Weaving talks.
Both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the fox.
This guy memorized this V speech before he comes out at night to talk to people.
He has to.
Voracious violation of volition.
Oh
He
no.
is fucking Zorro.
Voro.
No, we got it, V. You made it very clear. The thing is, like, he speaks in all these weird poems and riddles and shit, but, like, most of them, in the context of the movie, he invented and memorized.
Yep.
Because there's no way this is all improv.
Listen carefully, can you hear it?
The best thing is Jake can make anything play from those speakers.
Now the brass.
I can hear it.
I don't really like to brag. Venom on size when I'm stepping out of sight.
Hey, it's John Hurt.
Spare us your professional annotations, Mr. Finch. They are irrelevant.
So it's not just V who speaks in
Gentlemen, this is...
this.
Well, it's an Alan Moore comic, so of course everyone speaks weird. The V speech that he gave like 2 minutes ago, original for the movie. So it's the Wachowskis' poshness mixed with Alan Moore's poshness.
Alan Moore's an arrogant prick as well.
That's true, too.
Watchmen, a shot-for-shot fucking redo of the comics. This isn't good.
I can't believe you watched that shit.
What? Laser Lass is banging.
It's banging.
It's a banger.
Shit slaps, Evie.
Jake, you paying attention?
Oh my god. Sorry, I was looking down at my phone for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I could tell because you didn't react.
I'm still wondering why we're following her character.
She is our vessel into this world.
Yep.
Right, but it seems like there's nothing that she's really said or done that's been unique or...
Yeah, she's the one. And then her boyfriend will do all the work, and then we'll call her the protagonist.
Imagine dating Hugo Weaving.
It's like Neo.
I don't even know why she's the protagonist. Like, they could have picked any of these cops or anything.
Well, they're actively chasing him. They need someone who can be on the inside with him.
Yeah. Because he's the interesting
Character.
character.
But we can't have any sort of emotional connection with him, literally because of the mask.
Also because he's a terrorist.
That too.
Now, that makes him interesting in this concept of the world that sucks. Where he's
It makes him interesting, but you don't want to have the people identify with a character like that.
Why not? If the world sucks, terrorists for that world are a good thing to us.
That's fair. Play my mini floppy disk.
I used to have a mini disc like that for a Bionicle game. It's more interesting to see this person go from being a casual to a radical than starting with someone who's already a radical.
That's
This
true.
opportunity could have been TV.
Taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat.
Here, let me recite my
Did
slam poetry.
did he edit the punch-in? Do you think
Yes, he punched it himself. He did the digital zoom.
he's got like Adobe Premiere Pro back at his lair?
He's like me with this show where I perform on it and then also edit the best jokes together.
Ooh, look at that rotoscope.
There's a lot of those in Speed Racer too. This is very soft Wachowski.
It's them gearing up. Do you think fucking Pittathan Croomington's gonna be in this movie?
Oh, what, Kit Gurry?
Probably.
He's right there. He's that fat guy that looked like Drew Carey in the corner.
Holy Hugo Weaving forehead.
Fun
Every
fact,
human
he
in
actually
this-
plays every character in this movie.
That's Hugo Weaving.
That Zoe Deschanel's daughter?
This age, probably just Zoe Deschanel. Boom!
What a fucking fake out that was.
Why would you do that?
He was not confident in what wire to clip, he just guessed.
Thank you, Hugo Weaving.
Oh, Photoshop.
It's very easy to use in the early 2000s.
Do you know it was invented by two guys who worked at Pixar for fun one summer? Doesn't he make pancakes?
That's Shrek. That's Waffles too.
So no.
You have seen Shrek, right?
Stop watching this and watch Shrek instead.
Yeah, like I wouldn't recommend Shrek.
I recommended Shrek next, and then Jake recommended Shrek 2.
I'd recommend Shrek 3.
I never change out of my little getup here. Sometimes I put on a hat or
It
cape.
blows my mind how thin Natalie Portman is.
Did you know that V is a lepidopterist because he likes to collect butterflies and moths?
What do you call someone who likes to collect old paintings?
A bitch. An egg on toast.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's disgusting. You
No,
don't
that's actually
grill-
really good.
That looks bad.
Do you grill the egg on the toast?
Is he...
Yeah, it's good.
No.
Yeah.
That's-
Innocent civilians is what every gutless, freedom-hating...
That was a cool fake out of a fake out because the way that was shot set it up as if V was going to be behind him in the mirror. but he wasn't.
He's watching himself on TV while in the shower.
I'm Puss in Boots.
He was being very loud. He should expect that.
This is just Mark Ruffalo's character trying to connect the dots of the Zodiac Killer.
What if the Zodiac Killer recited a V speech before he Zodiac killed?
That he'd be caught because it takes 20 minutes.
Evie, quick, hide.
This is the part where Voldemort busts in and kills the mom.
The pacing isn't bad. I like it.
I feel like it's actually going a little too quick.
I was actually thinking in reverse. It's a little slow.
I think it's just right.
Ah, Venus Vidi Vici. I came,
Did he
I
get
saw, I
that?
fucked.
Did he get that engraved into the mirror?
It probably came engraved like that.
So you found a mirror that has 3 V words in a row?
5.
5.
Actually, technically 6.
And if he stares at it, it'll be 7.
If him and Evie stare at it,
It'll be
it's
8.
like...
Oh my god. And if they really want to kill someone, that'll be like 10 or 11 because of the vendettas.
I'm gonna give this movie V out of 10.
You're not a little boy. Get out.
I have to tell you something.
A confession. I love the confessional game.
Here's my confession. I have a boner.
Have mercy.
Oh, not tonight, Bishop. Not tonight.
The knight takes you. There's an even exchange. All the pawns are on light squares, and you're simply a dark square, Bishop.
The Chancellor suspects there might be an informer.
I like a boom boom now.
It's you, isn't it?
You can see the flashlight go over him.
Some guy in the corner just lifting a flashlight very slowly.
It's funny.
How honey ain't sweet like sugar. Tongue kiss her other tongue.
Skeet, skeet, skeet. Water gun.
Now she would like a photo.
You already know, though.
This is a really good scene.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about the motto. Is that the only thing people in this world know how to make? 3 waters.
3 whole waters?
Bottles, cups, lakes?
Just waters, Mud.
Just waters. 80,000 dead.
In those 3 waters?
Careful, that water might be infected. This is the saddest music I've ever heard.
Wow.
This is why this is one of my favorite scenes in the whole fucking
There's a
movie,
monkey.
dude.
That's why.
I wish all television was this good.
Well, what are they gonna do? Fine us?
They're going
Yes.
to shoot him in the back of the head and carry him out in a bag.
It was a suicide. He felt so bad about making fun of the Chancellor.
Not so funny now, is it? Funny man.
I'll be seeing you again.
Why did he think that the Chancellor would be able to take a joke?
He probably thought because his show was so popular he had some sort of immunity, because if he gets disappeared, everyone's gonna know what happened.
That is still Dancing with the Devil. Right
Yeah, I
there.
agree.
Do you know why you're here, Evie Hammond?
You haven't unlocked my character yet. I don't know if that's CGI or if she just lost a lot of weight for the role, but that's really good.
She can fit through her whole body through there almost.
Yeah, I've seen Shawshank Redemption.
Remember the fit. It's all V's.
My name is Valerie.
That starts
Is she
with-
reading under the light of the door? Somebody goes to open it to give her something. Just
They were gay, so if now she's in a concentration camp.
You're not allowed to be a homosexual.
Holy goth. So in 2032, they're using your bionicle floppy disks?
Retrofuturism, man. Remember The Matrix?
That was in the pinnacle of human society.
Yeah, 1999.
It ends whenever you want it to. Just tell us where he is.
I don't know.
You know, after all this torture, you think she'd tell you.
Unfamiliar words like collateral and rendition became frightening.
Ergo and vis-a-vis and concord.
Concordantly.
They hate us so much.
They're not beating him up because he's gay. You know
They're
that.
beating him up. They had 2 reasons to beat him up.
I think one of the coolest things is that her transition passerby to radical isn't directly through V, it's through that character.
It's through Valerie.
Yes.
Valor. That's some actual good naming motif right there. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not as on the spot as Speed Racer. I kissed a toilet water note.
This is a twist that never really sat well with me.
That it's been fake this entire time.
You said you wanted to live without fear. I wish there'd been an easier way, but there wasn't.
What the fuck, Hugo Weaving?
Yeah, he's kind of
Kind of
an ass.
Jake, I think Hugo Weaving should be the main character. I could identify him with him.
I can't feel anything anymore.
You literally burned all the nerve endings in my body.
Wow, this really is Shawshank.
I know. Shawshank was a little less dramatic than this.
This is super mega Stockholm.
He's so sad and mad.
Oh no, he's not even anonymous anymore.
Mr. Dascom.
Mr. Ascom, what do you think about this?
Now there's cum in my ass, sir.
Alright, good.
Oh, I remember this scene.
Is it because it has trains in it?
Yep.
It's also because it's a really fucking good scene.
It's weird, I'll give you that.
What do you mean it's weird?
It's weird that he would go to the length of setting up dominoes.
Just to, yeah.
Just for his own
He
logo.
has terrorism things to do. Where did he get the dominoes?
Shut up.
They're like custom printed.
Did he paint each individual domino? This is like a years-long project.
He ordered
That's what he
them.
was doing while he was torturing Evie. Do you think he did math to make sure it would line up perfectly like that? Where all but
Accounted
one would
for
fall?
particle physics so that would happen.
Perfect.
Just what I wanted.
Eats it.
It's not even 9:18 yet.
He's got 2 hours and 18 minutes to kill.
I'll tell you, no, it's not a Wachowski movie.
You look well.
I'd look a lot fucking better if you didn't torture me, you piece of shit.
How long has it been since the torture? Because she has not started growing her hair back out.
Does she just keep it this short now?
I guess she likes the 11 look.
Or she's doing it to conceal her identity better.
Or
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
look
feel
at
like
some-
a girl with the shaved head stands out more.
Or it's easier for a shooting schedule if she keeps the same quiet hair so that she can shoot any scenes next.
I have a gift for you.
It's my wig. Now you can be pretty again.
It's made of my burned pubes.
He takes it off. It's just the Hugo Weaving hairline over the Guy Fawkes mask.
So he blows up the building at the beginning of the movie on the 5th of November because that's Guy Fawkes Day.
Yep.
And he just mentioned a couple minutes ago that November approaches. So it's been a year. So for several months she was tortured.
That is a sudden, jarring shift after she was tortured to this now.
Well, no, because it's been a few months since they've seen each other. She had, like, one of those life-changing prison epiphanies that people have.
The way that, like, it's the Homer Simpson problem in the Simpsons movie where everyone cheers at the end that Homer saved the day, but Homer directly caused the threat the entire movie.
She definitely should be criticizing, but at the same time, he did help her escape
Free
a fear
her
of
mind.
death.
She doesn't seem to think that she would live a better life were she not tortured. It's as if she's grateful that she was tortured. That's what the message I'm getting at.
Well, it's not gratefulness.
Yes, it
it's-
is, because she's celebrating with him. She's being nice with him.
She's not celebrating thank you for torturing me. She's celebrating the
cause,
fact that the
yeah.
London will be free.
She seems to have no contentions with it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I got over it. It's whatever.
The way the movie has framed it, I can understand and believe that Evie has come to conclude that her own torture was necessary.
I think I'd buy it a little bit easier if her character was set up as someone with like an identity crisis or like some kind of bipolar aspect or.
Well, she does have an identity problem.
Not prior to
the
being
case,
tortured.
with the case of she doesn't have her family because of all of this.
It always kind of felt like
She doesn't
have a
belong
life.
Yeah.
She's alive, but she's not living.
That's
Yes.
different than a mental situation that I'm describing, though.
But it's
Yeah,
still
but
that
it's still-
want to believe in something that she doesn't have.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if he wasn't the one doing the torture, there are people being tortured by this government.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
her
what-
parents and brother were three of them technically.
It sounds like you're making the case for her to forgive him more easily.
Yes.
So she's forgiven him.
Yes.
I wouldn't say fully, but she's
I'd
She's
say
rectified.
not mad.
She was dancing with him, I'd say fully.
And it will be without mercy.
What a fantastic parallel again.
Nothing but your bloody knives and your fancy karate gimmicks.
Your fancy karate.
And this is where the Wachowski starts to bleed through.
Doesn't he have that suit of armor on?
Yes, and he drops it and it is full of holes.
Yeah, this is where the Wachowski bleeds through, but this scene's also fucking awesome.
Things like lines following a weapon are great for comic books to convey motion, and I think that's what's happening as if they're taking
Yeah,
the
it's a
panels.
stylistic choice.
But
Yeah, but they haven't done it all movie.
No, you're right.
It's the only time this is happening. Otherwise, I think it'd work a lot better.
This is another Wachowski movie where Hugo Weaving's a karate master.
And he's also only inflicting surface wounds.
I don't know about that
That's
one.
a surface
Okay,
wound.
aside from that one.
Why won't you die?
Beneath this mask there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
That's a good line.
Yes, it is.
You still definitely dodged the question.
Yeah, he's kind of like a politician.
Ancient, like, suit of armor?
It will slow them down enough where they don't impact as heavily, and you can take more, but it doesn't stop them.
Exactly.
most of the time.
And he's still dying from it.
Yes.
He's just prolonged his life a little bit.
Yeah.
I disagree, because that means that they're all in him. All,
Yes, they
stuck
are.
in his body, circulating.
I wouldn't say, again, all of them, because some of them
Several
were
of
full
them
holes.
are.
Yes.
Okay, well, even if he were alive this long, how did he pull off all those karate moves and shit?
Adrenaline.
Agreed.
Disagree. That doesn't make.
I've
you good
watched.
at karate
Some
then.
people can lift up cars with adrenaline. You can.
Not with 30 bullets in their stomach.
You gotta understand, Jake. The script didn't know there was Krypton in him until it called for it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We're lucky this is set in the UK instead of America, because all of those cops would have just shot these people.
Wouldn't have needed orders. They would have just lit him up.
It would have been told to stand down and then shot them all anyway.
Yep.
And then they would have been like, look, our cops are... I'm not gonna get that political.
We did it, Patrick. We saved Bikini Bottom.
It's funny because that's about to happen.
So let me ask the real question here. Do you think that the Guy Fawkes mask, in relation to this movie, is an appropriate symbol for Anonymous the hacker group?
No.
No.
But, well, didn't they leak, the fucking paper things?
Pentagon Papers?
Yeah.
Panama Papers.
Yes.
No, that was WikiLeaks.
Oh, so no then. If they did something substantial, then I'd say yes.
Well, the idea is V overthrew the government and held people accountable.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
I'd say like a... Oh, nope.
You don't go first.
I go
You don't go
last.
first.
Yeah,
You're the dealer.
I'm between 7 and 8. I'm still trying to weigh a lot of those logic bounds, the leaps.
I am going with an 8.
Okay.
9.
I quite
love
enjoyed the
movie.
film.
Yeah.
I'll be different than both you and say 7, but it's still a positive score. I still like it.
Absolutely.
I love the movie. Jake, you give it a 7? Why do you hate it?
That's because I fucking hate you, personally.
Love the parallels. I love the shots. I love... All the acting is phenomenal.
I
There's
like
not,
the message behind the film.
There's not much in the movie that I do not absolutely love.
There are a lot of subtle things in this.
Yeah.
It shocks me because the Wachowskis wrote it.
Yeah, this.
Well, that being said...
Remember Jupiter Ascending?
It is an adaptation, too. We do have to take that into effect.
And technically speaking, the Wachowskis did not direct.
That's true.
The Chancellor's making a speech about justice
And then it
order,
cuts to him.
and then it cuts to him being the thing taken off and getting executed because that's the justice and order, but in the opposite way that he was thinking, but for real.
Yep.
And it's like, fuck yeah.
That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Mud, what's your movie?
Yeah, with all that out of the way, Mud, what are you doing next week?
I'm
What's up?
excited for this one. All right, so not too long ago, Ian complimented me for always picking at least decent films for Dealer's Choice. I can't say in good faith this one will be good. We will be watching what I consider a niche movie that I really enjoy. 2012 film Premium Rush. Yes! That is the Joseph Gordon-Levitt bike messenger movie.
Is that the one where he jerks off on the bike for 2 hours?
That's Don John.
That's Don John.